LowKey TV, breaking fools off.
What up, my nigga?
Said LowKey TV, breaking fools off.
This is a Said LowKey TV production.
Said LowKey TV, breaking fools off.
Yeah. You a hopper fool?
Said LowKey TV, breaking fools off.
Yeah.
All right, we out here with Dulo, Said TV Sunday Conversation. What's going on, Dulo?
Man, it's all good.
All right, so doing the Sunday Conversation, and we're just gonna get a little information, a little background on, your history in the low riding game. So let's start off with how did you get into low riding?
It goes back from let me quit bullshit. Be honest, man, it was a man when I was like 4 years old, a man named Black Sam. You know what I'm saying? That's when he had Thunderbirds. You know what I'm saying? And he used to come down the street, man. He used to be dragging them, you know what I'm saying, down the streets. So it kind of fascinated us when we was little. So we made the little wooden go-karts, and we put cans right on the front. So when we get up fast enough, we would push on the cans and kind of scrape with it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it became a thing with us, man, you know what I'm saying? Low riding, it was just like something you grew into. You know, you always was fascinated by it, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Was it, how did the Stylistics Car Club come into play?
Stylistics, me and my brother, like I tell anybody, you know what I'm saying, the history of Stylistics, the people don't know, Big Rat, you know what I'm saying, back in the days, they had the Compton Stylistics, you know what I'm saying? So, after they kind of retired out of that, years went by, me and bruh was in the process of doing our own thing. And we turned around and we started going to individuals meetings first, you know what I'm saying? And we decided, well, we got, kind of good with them because they meet up at Lock High School. So we
With Stan and
Stan, Charles Clayton, Big Neil, Diver, Darwin, a few other dudes, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
And we kind of started, we said, my nigga Pat Lope, we started hanging with them, we started riding with them, and Charles was asking us, did we want to ride individuals? So we kind of like started off, we rode individuals for probably about like 5 or 6 years until we, me and bruh, we decided to go ahead and do our own thing, you know what I'm saying? So we started Stylistics, LA Stylistics, like 1991.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. What year was that when you were with the doing with the individuals?
I had to be like from 86 to about from 85 to 90, I believe. About 5 years.
Okay. All right. Were you around back in the Church's Chicken days?
Yes, sir. All day.
Speak on Church's Chicken.
Church's Chicken. If I can, I like to give a shout out to some people, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, like Big Rat, you know what I'm saying, Professor, Poindexter, Ted, you know what I'm saying, Petey, Big D the Painter, Jay Clayton, Donald Sutton, Thez. I mean, I can go on, Monster Zero, I can go on with, a whole lot of people, just trying to get some of them out there, White Boy. That's my boy. We grew up together. I got much love for my nigga there, man. All day, every day.
Right. That's my partner.
Yeah.
Church's Chicken. Now, from what I hear, it was rough at Church's Chicken. You had to be a tough guy, or.
Well, you had to be able to stand your ground, and it was a thing like back then. That's why when you come to Church's Chicken, you can't come there having Derek hitting your switch. When you pull up in there, you got to be on your switch. They don't give a damn if you're chipping or what. It was about the person itself, who car it was. It wasn't about, okay, well, I'm going to have somebody else hit my switch for me. Nah, you had to be the switch hitter. Right. Whatever your car did, what you wanted, that was just it. That's the way it was, You know, we had some good days at churches, some bad days. You know, we had some police chases and, you know, people jumping off curbs and trying to get up out of there and all kind of stuff, you know. But that paved the way for the low riding today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Without them have to go through what they go through to get to that point, we don't know where low riding would have been now. So that's why I respect all the people that's older than me that's did it, you know.
Right.
Especially my boy Ethan, you know what I'm saying? You know, Ethan, you know, I've been messing with Ethan since about 1974. You know what I'm saying? He cut one of my first cars. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's always had that bond.
Right. Were you Chico's Pizza? Did you hit Chico's Pizza back then?
I don't really remember that one.
You remember that one? Okay. Rosecrans skating ring and all that?
Rosecrans skating ring, yes sir. Every Sunday. Faithfully. You know, they had a thing, you know, when you get up in the morning, first thing you did, you get up, you went to the park. From the park, you know, you kind of mingle around. Then it was Rosecrans skating ring. From Rosecrans skating ring, you hit churches. And then from churches, you went to Burger King up on Jefferson and Crenshaw. And you basically hung out there all night until you got tired and ready to go home.
Okay. A lot of people been mentioning this name, and you just mentioned it. Jay Clayton. I heard he was notorious for stealing cars.
Yes, sir. He's cool, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, in them days and them times, there was a lot of that going on back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, they had a ring of crooks. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we never had no problems. You know, that's why I say, you know, I know all of them. They always had love for us. They never came try to steal none of mine. But you know, if they did, we'd have had a problem. But
right.
You know, thank God nothing happened on that behalf.
Right. Let's talk about traditional days back then. Brookside and Handsome Dam. Brookside on the first and Handsome Dam on, what was it, the fourth?
No, Handsome Dam's on the first. What they did, December 31st, really like any time after 12 o'clock, you start headed to Brookside. They had a big old lot out there, like an empty store lot. And what everybody would do, I mean, you could leave like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Basically, everybody met up at that big lot. From there, they went to Brookside Park. From Brookside Park, you went to Handsome Dam. So that was all in one day. So it was basically everybody from Watts, Compton, South Central, everybody met there, and they took that ride out to the dam. And then on the way back, everybody getting their clown on, you know what I'm saying? All the way back till they got back. You get to LA, you know, they cut off and Compton, go and watch, you know. So it was good, man, you know. We don't have that kind of really riding like that today because everybody quick to want to leave faster than others and don't want to stay with the whole program, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, why would you go to a park and you ain't getting ran out of it and you leave at 2 o'clock? You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the whole day until you get ran out.
Right.
Or until everybody just decide to leave. So, you know.
Okay. You guys have any like close relationships with your car club or like other clubs? Because I see right now I see Supernatural, PE, individuals. I see they always, you know, they click up. What about Stylistics? Do they
I mean, you know, in the streets we got love with everybody. But you know what I'm saying? When it come down to Sunday though, man, you know, ain't no friends. You know what I'm saying? It's every man for himself, you know what I'm saying? You know, I remember at one time we had like 8 clubs after us. We battling 8 clubs, Stylistic. Like Terry used to always tell them, Monday through Saturday, we cool. But when it come to Sunday, it's on. You know what I'm saying? We not siding up, we not joining up. This Stylistics. That's where everybody should be, as one.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. If you got 7 clubs joined up against one, that means they scared to hop against each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you know, we come as one. You know what I'm saying? Stylistics as one. We do our thing.
Right. And I did an interview with Gangster, and he spoke on Stylistics Car Club. He said, you was a true rider. and he said, you know, you guys are not really show car club. You guys are street.
Yeah, we street showing. We out there performing. I never really seen myself building a car to sit in a car show. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to drive mine. I know now you got them now, but half the people that's building cars in shows like that, they not driving them. You know what I'm saying? It's limited driving. So I always been a street rider. That's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now gangster, I like what gangster say on some things. You know what I'm saying? Like he tell them, you know, if this ain't your life, then why you do it? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't putting in 100 with it, then why you even mess with it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this has been my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no hot rider. I'm not no biker. You know what I'm saying? This is all I ever did. You know what I'm saying? And it's rubbing off on my kids.
Right. Speak on killer Dayton's back in the 90s.
Used to get chased down for them. You had certain ways you could roll with them. It always tell you don't never ride in that gutter lane. That gutter lane to get you caught up. So I mean, if you know, if you was out there on them things, you know, hate to say it, sometimes you used to have to have that thing. You know what I'm saying? But I always tell a person, stay close to the middle lane in case you got to get up out of there, because you know they'll try to block you in, you know, and you just had to be, you know, if you're out there slipping, they're gonna get you.
Right. Were you around back in the Krager days?
Kragers, Supreme, well, not really so much Supreme, but the Kragers and the Cal Dynasties, you know, back in them days, like that was probably like in the early 70s, you know what I'm saying, before they came out with the wire wheels.
Right. Okay. Give me a low ride story from back in the day.
Like what?
You know, incidents, hopping against somebody.
Man, we didn't hop against everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When we came out, like I tell you, you know, I tell anybody, and you know, I raised my sons them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, they know Terry. You know, Terry wasn't the biggest nigga, but he was a giant out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, he was.
You know, and he took everything that I taught him and everything we all taught him, and he took it and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So if the credit is given due, I give a lot of credit to him. You know what I'm saying? Because every time he came with the noise. You know what I'm saying? He made sure when he come out there, he ain't coming out there to do a whole lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? He coming out there to do his thing. And that's the same way Jermaine is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He ain't gonna do a whole, he gonna talk some shit afterwards, but you know, and right then, when it's time to get down, let's do it. You know, it's win, lose, or draw, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't about, oh, I'm scared to hop, because he might get me, hey, he might miss a lick, and you might get up in him, you know what I'm saying?
And
so
you know what? That's what I always tell people.
Mm.
Don't be scared to hop, because you never know what will happen.
Yeah.
You might break.
Yeah.
Miss a lick.
Yeah. A loss is a loss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't matter if you lose by 1 inch or 1,000, it's still a loss, you know. So, you know, it's a lot of these dudes out here today, they low riding, but some of them is really kind of, I'd say, they kind of scared to hit the switch because they scared to probably get served, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's about how deep you into it, you know what I'm saying? If you about that life, man, you know what I'm saying, you would take the chance on spending that little extra to get your car right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then a lot of these dudes, they don't take time to practice hitting their own switch.
And you know what? That was my next question. Speak on having somebody else hitting your switch.
Well, it's like this. When we was out there battling all them clubs, we would tell them, we don't care. We really prefer the owner. Now, if somebody like pull up on me, I want the owner of the car. That's just me. I'm old school with it. I don't need the next person down the street coming up here doing your work. If you gonna get at me, do your own work. You know what I'm saying? But we had a thing about it. We don't care if they stylistic. Now, I can hit the switch, Terry can hit the switch, Jermaine can hit the switch, Sam can hit the switch. As long as they in your club, not another person from another club, doing it for your club. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Drop me a couple of names on some lowriders, some OG lowriders that may deserve props but really don't get it.
A lot of people don't know. A lot of these youngsters, they don't know about Liz. You know what I'm saying? Liz was a man out there back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously. You know, back in the day, like I say, him, Rat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how Rat used to put it down back then. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Rat was out there. You know what I'm saying? My boy Fella. You know what I'm saying? Dre with the 57. You know, a lot of people don't know these dudes. You know what I'm saying? My boy Vic with the 5 had the Mermaid on it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes out here, man, that don't get their recognition because a lot of people don't bring them up. You know, it's good that you doing it because you trying to enlighten a lot of people to the different people that was there.
Right.
And, you know, that came about to make the trend of low riding. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a history thing, you know. It's good that you're doing it because you're doing it like in a history thing. A lot of people get to see other people talk about the days when they was doing stuff.
Right, right. Let's go back to low riding versus back then versus today.
Low riding back then, probably was having a little bit more fun back then, but it was a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't like now, like the police don't sweat you like they used to, you know, back then. They pull you over in a minute, and they go over there and they'll burn your gate out. You want this ticket, or I'm just, hit your switch, and you be like, man, and they'll leave your car laid right there on the ground, and you got to figure out how you gonna get it home.
Right.
But, you know, you take that or take a ticket, you know what I'm saying? You know, so now to the day, you know, they don't really trip like that. And the low riding, I tell people like this. Some people say, oh man, low riding ain't what it used to be and all that. No, it can't be that. It can't stay the same. Low riding has to change. It has to evolve to something else, you know what I'm saying? Because if it always stay the same, it's gonna burn itself out. So I understand the concept of, okay, what we was doing then and what we doing now. I just think like this. If everybody put their heart and soul into it, they can make it a better. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be willing. You know, now it's about really kind of being responsible how you conduct yourself when you out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can go a long way if everybody just buy into the whole situation.
Right.
But you know that goes in itself. I mean, like me on Sundays, when I come out to kick it, to chill, you know, see some people that I ain't talked to in a week or two, in a month, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
We chit chat, you know what I'm saying? We get our roll on, go wherever we go. I make the best day of it I can, because it's still all about low riding.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Back in the 90s, speak on back in the 90s on Crenshaw.
Oh, it was jerking. Oh, we had the Wiener Schnitzel was it. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you come to the Shaw, first thing you do, you come down the Shaw and you giving it up. You know, and you make that U-turn and come through there right where the Wiener Schnitzel at. That's when your boy Young Hog used to be out there. And he be standing there waiting for you, and everybody that come through there, you know what I'm saying, they got to go and do whatever they do coming through, you know.
Right.
So yeah, Shaw was it. And we should be out there all day, all night.
Okay, so the times has changed though. It was a little bit more dangerous back then versus it is now, because
of course. Yeah, the times, you know, I would say, I honestly think once we was able to bond all these clubs together that never really knew each other, that never hung out with each other, it made it a lot more harder out there. But as everybody got to know each other, now you got people from everywhere know everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it make it a lot easier, you know, if you say like you had your club, you be like, hey man, well they cool people, man, you know what I'm saying? Woo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we ain't tripping that, you know what I'm saying?
What does low ride mean to you?
It's my life. That's what I do. That's all I know. I'm riding till the wheels fall off.
Okay. Speak on Terminal Island in your era.
Terminal Island? Well, it was Terminal Island. Then they start calling it Stylistic Island.
Stylistic Island.
Yeah, we were turning it out.
Speak on that. Speak on that.
I mean, you know, that's when we had, you know, we had about, I don't know, probably about like 35 members. You know, Big Punchy and them used to ride with us. You know, all them.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? We was out there putting it in, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anybody that tell you, they know it was called Stylistic Island. 'Cause we was out there mashing.
Right. Okay. Speak on your friendship with white boy Eric.
Man, me and a white boy go back, man, like grade school, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy, man. We used to leave school and go out to Pally's. A lot of people don't even know nothing about Pally's, you know, straight out like off of Norwalk and Slauson out there. We used to leave school and go buy parts. You know, I had a Malibu, white boy had the 65, and if we don't go to Pally's, we was going to Earl's. And every time we went out there, we got pulled over. When we be out there tipping and low riding, we wasn't number like 16, I'm close to 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's how far back we was doing this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we wasn't riding no junk either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man, you know, me and E, that's my boy, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we'll always be like this. You know, forever.
Right. Ted Wells. You have a relationship
That's
with Ted
my
Wells?
boy. Ted. A lot of people don't know about Ted. Ted had that super deuce. You know what I'm saying? Ted was out there. That's what I'm saying. The professionals. A lot of people don't know. They had a 4 out there. They called it hotcakes. That's all it did. It had one switch in the car, no other switches. And they tell him we serve
One switch.
One switch. Pancake. He said we serving them while it's hot. And boy, that mug used to go to work all 4, banging like a front, all 4 wheels. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ted and them, yeah, I got love for Ted. I talk to Ted all the time, man. You know, that's my boy.
Okay, all right. Who? Wait a minute. Name some of the people that you came up under in lowride.
Up under, shit, I was young out there, so came up under like Lonnie from Professionals, Big Lurch, Ted, the Professionals. All of them was kind of older then. Big Hunch, you know what I'm saying? Professor Poindexter. You say this old came up under. I'm trying to think. There were so many people out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We was all within the age bracket, but you saying the ones that's older. So
Right. Well, speak on your relationship with Honcho.
Honcho, we cool, man. We should, you know, everybody meet at Church's Chicken, man. You know what I'm saying? Hunch be right there in the pack. You know what I'm saying? I met him on a fluke one night. We was at Church's Chicken, and a little incident happened with Liz, and Liz had to get up out of there, and Hunch kind of saved that day. And I at the time I was staying down the street from Church's, so that day I was like, shit, I just walked down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I wound up jumping in the car with Liz, and we wound up going out to Compton and hung out with Hunch and them all night. You know what I'm saying? That's how we first met. That was probably like back in by 77, 78, somewhere around up in there.
Okay. All right. Did you know Terry Carter?
Yep. Yeah.
Speak on Terry Carter lowriding.
I didn't see him out there as much because he was out of Compton. You know what I'm saying? But we periodically, like around the first of the years, and every so often he come through churches. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, when we was on the west side of town, it was, you know, it was never really seen him over that way too much, like Burger King over there. Just kind of like over churches or
Right.
the first of the year type. You know.
Why do you think, like your club to me is more family oriented? You know, your sons, Terry, and you know all you guys, you know, family, and that's probably why your club sticks to me. Why do you think other clubs fall apart?
Well, it's like I go back to what Gangsta said. They come in and they want to be a part of it. As they get to be a part of it, then they want to start telling how the club should be ran. And then when they ain't happy with it, then they want to get up and leave. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the hell out of that, what he said. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? You get people, they want to be there. And when they get there, then all of a sudden they think they running it. And the minute they get unhappy with it, oh man, I'm finna, you know, finna bounce. To me, that's not showing no dedication. I don't like flip-flops. You know what I'm saying? People that go change club like they changing their draws. You know, I don't respect them. Because I'm like this, man. You know, back in the day, if you was in a club and you left that club, you had at least 6 months to a year grace time before you even thought about messing with another club. You know what I'm saying? Right. These dudes here, man, they'll be this club today, and next Friday, there'll be something else. You know what I'm saying? That's no loyalty to the game, man. They make it look bad out there. You know, I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. But we gonna go on to the next question on that one.
Oh man, Stylistics. Why does the Stylistics, when the Stylistics come out, why is the target so big on y'all back?
Because, hey, we one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? It always, you know, you gonna get something out of it. See, it's like, to me, it's like, damn, if we get the Stylistics, nigga, we done got points. You know what I'm saying? They point ratio then stepped up, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know. We ain't just letting you come to get it like that. You got to earn that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it been. That's why I say when we was battling them 7 clubs, everybody was after us, but we showed them we will prevail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever y'all come with, we gonna come back with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I know just what you talk about. Anything that you want to put out there for the viewers?
Man, you know, I thought about it, you know what I'm saying, and I just like to say, you know, to all the riders out there, man, you know what I'm saying, man, if you got any hang-ups or beef with anybody, man, you know what I mean, you need to just man up sometime, just go to them, and just tell them, man, you know what I'm saying, if you forgive them, man, you know, how could you ask God to forgive you for the things you did and you not able to forgive other people, you know what I'm saying? So I just tell people out there, man, if you got to hang up with somebody, man, go holler at them, man. It ain't that bad. You know, be the better man, you know what I'm saying? Step up, be like, hey, bro, look at here, man. I don't hold no gripe with you, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, God always taught us, you release that when you do that. You know what I'm saying? You release that off of you, that burden off your shoulder, and also off of them. So I just tell anybody, man, if you got that gripe, let it go, man. You know what I'm saying? Just do the low ride, man. We all one big family at the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
We all see each other. We all out there. So why hold a gripe? If you got a gripe, take it out with the cars.
Right. You're right. Okay. But, okay. I appreciate you taking the time out.
Yeah, man, you messing with my schedule, man. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm supposed to be in work clothes, man, over here getting it in today, man, you know. Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, I just want to be like, man, you know, I tell my sons them, you know what I'm saying, do your best. You know what I'm saying? That's my other son. You can't see it, it's under the car cover, but hopefully he gonna make it out for the first two.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All
And
right.
trying to get him back out there, man. You know, it's a process with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but you know, we coming to make some noise. You know, as soon as I can get some little extras, we gonna put that deuce back out there. You know what I'm saying? They just sitting in the backyard collecting a little dust.
Right.
But niggas know, don't get it twisted.
That's right.
Cause we do still got it.
That's right.
And it do work.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Said TV Sunday Conversation and Stylistics. Peace.
Sir.
Peace.
Said LowKey TV breaking fools off.
What up, what up, what up, my nigga?
Said LowKey TV breaking fools off.
This is a Said LowKey TV production.
Said LowKey TV breaking fools off.
Yeah, yeah. You a hopper fool?
Said LowKey TV breaking fools off.